These are the new Hallmark movies releasing in 2023. To start off, we have an original series that for the first time ever is bringing three very talented actresses together in a time travel twist. We're talking about the network's brand new primetime series, which is set to premiere later in 2023, The Way Home. Before we get started, let's remind you that this series is Hallmark's first since 2016. Yep. That's how long it's been since Hallmark came out with an original series. But this series is special for the network in more ways than one. While Hallmark is venturing onto a plot that they have hardly worked on before, this series will also be the homecoming of a really popular actress. Remember Cynthia, the author from Hallmark's original movie, A Home in Mitford? Yes, Andie MacDowell is back on Hallmark, and guess what? She was the first star to be cast in the series that is currently under production. Lisa Hamilton Daly, the Executive Vice President of Programming for Crown Media Family Networks, in an exclusive interview said, "We found our perfect Dell Landry and Andie MacDowell." She added saying it was crucial to cast someone with the ability to handle the nuances and depth of the role. We can't wait to see her bring Dell to life. And who better than MacDowell, right? The series, which is executive produced by Marley Reed and Arnie Zagpersky, did not stop its package of super talented casting at MacDowell. Now, who's ready to grab some popcorn and unleash a picturesque ride into the beautiful countryside? Well, that's exactly what Hallmark has in store for you. And this is exactly why Hallmark decides to rope in two more beautiful actresses. We're talking about Chyler Leigh and Sadie LaFlamme Snow. The story evolves in the midst of lush green mountains and is filled with drama and mystery in equal proportions. Without giving too much away, the story is based on the life of Kat Landrew, played by Leigh, and Alice, her daughter, played by Sadie Snow, and Dell, Kat's mom, played by Andie MacDowell. The lives of these three women from three different generations takes a twist when the mother-daughter pair decide to meet the grandmom. But something mysterious that had happened over 20 years ago formed a chasm in their life, which was yet to be repaired. But the family had no idea that their life as they knew it was about to take a U-turn. A super thrilled and enthusiastic 15-year-old Alice Hastings moves from Minneapolis to a small Canadian farm town with her mother, and life would never be the same again. For Alice, everything was new, from the atmosphere, landscape, to the beauty of the countryside. She falls in love with the place immediately, but the storyline takes a sharp turn when Alice finds out more about her family's past. What she finds out will leave you in awe and in shock, but we don't want to ruin the suspense for you yet. The way in which the writers have stitched together the family drama and the lives of the women from three generations is absolutely commendable. What makes the relationship between these women all the more special is that Kat and Dell haven't talked for a long time, and Alice is curious about the reason why. Finally, after finding themselves under one roof, the trio embark on a journey of healing and finding a way back home. While the casting of MacDowell is spot on, let's go over the two important characters. Let's start with Chyler Leigh, who is trading her superhero persona for a small-town mischief. Leigh will play Kat Landry, a newly divorced and recently laid-off single mom who moves back to her small Canadian farm town of Port Haven after receiving a letter from her estranged mother, Dell, urging her to return home. Her 15-year-old daughter, Alice, isn't happy about moving, and the family reunion isn't what Kat had pictured. Lisa Daly could not stop gushing about this star-studded cast and how everyone's schedule fell into place. She said, "Chyler Leigh and Andie MacDowell are the perfect mother-daughter pairing for our new series, The Way Home." She continued by saying, "We at Hallmark Channel cannot wait for her to grace our screens as a member of this cast." Now, Leigh is not a newbie on the block. She is best known for playing Dr. Lexi Gray in Grey's Anatomy. She went on to play Alex Danvers on Flash, Supergirl, and DC's Legends of Tomorrow for the CW. It seems like Daly is leaving no stone unturned to churn out the best under her leadership. The Way Home will be her first primetime series, and she's making sure to settle for nothing but the best. As a cherry on top, the production team got lucky when the talented and super pretty Sadie LaFlamme Snow hopped onto the project. Lori Furno, the Senior Vice President of Development for Hallmark Media, shared her excitement by saying, "We're so pleased to have Sadie LaFlamme Snow as the youngest member of the Landry women in The Way Home." She added, "In her, we found the perfect complement to Andie MacDowell and Chyler Leigh, and we can't wait to see these three talented actresses help bring the series to life." The primetime original series has recently begun production, and with it, a surprising and thrilling journey that none of you could have imagined awaits you. It's a great pick to watch as a family and cements the importance of unity within a family. We will be back with more details as soon as we have it. Meanwhile, take a look at this next release, which will take you a little deeper into history. Now saddle up. It's time for a bit of drama and history. Ride, Hallmark's compelling family drama, which has already begun shooting in Canada, will be aired sometime in 2023. The network officially announced the show on its Twitter handle by tweeting, "Hallmark Channel is proud to announce a new series, Ride." The all-new Hallmark series, Ride, which revolves around the McMurray family centered on the Rodeo dynasty, will be a whiff of freshness despite diving into the past and going back in time. In a nutshell, the exceptionally layered series, which is the imagination of the husband and wife writing team, Rebecca Boss and Chris Massey, is expected to ultimately become an undeniable fan favorite. The series has already made it into the much-awaited movie list and is loaded with stars like Tyra Skyby, Nancy Travis, and Bo Murkoff. The production started in Canada this summer, and we're totally ready for it. The plot revolves around a multi-generational family that struggles to behold their beloved ranch afloat. Following a loss, each character goes through a saga of empowerment, healing, and self-discovery, while a myriad of secrets strong enough to tear the family apart looms over their heads. They must find the power to overcome each of their shortcomings. This story is all about survival and never giving up, and needless to say, the emotional quotient and dramatic clashes run very high. The crux of the movie is down to 3 strong women from the McMurray family who must save their land regardless of the unknown. The 3 main characters are Missy, a widowed rodeo queen played by Tyra Skyby from Riverdale; nurses, the matriarch Isabel McMurray played by Nancy Travis from Last Man Standing, The Kaminsky Method; and Valeria, played by Sarah Garcia from The Flash and Rain, a former teen runaway. The series will also feature Tyler Jacob Moore, Bo Murkoff, and Jake Foy in supporting roles. Meanwhile, while fans are left wondering whether the popular series When Calls the Heart will be back with another fresh season, Hallmark seems to have confirmed the final season of another popular show. In a tweet posted in March 2022, Hallmark revealed that they had decided to end the journey of Chesapeake Shores. After running successfully for 5 long seasons, Hallmark has finally decided to pull the plug. The network tweeted, "The news is finally here. Chesapeake Shores is coming back for a 6th, albeit final season. Stay tuned for all the laughter, love, and don't miss one heartfelt O'Brien moment coming this summer." Although fans are happy that the series will be back with renewed freshness, several others are disappointed with the network's decision to end the show, which makes us wonder, will Hallmark put an end to our very own Hope Valley? Well, it looks like Hardys don't have to be disappointed after all, but they are going to have to be patient. The network has renewed When Calls the Heart for its 10th season in June 2022, but unlike previous seasons, which were released between January and February, fans are going to have to wait till mid-2023. After the stunning characters and some big moments that were teased, fans cannot wait for the new season to roll out. Season 9 finished things off with some exciting developments as Lucas, played by Chris McNally, proposed to Elizabeth, played by Erin Krakow. Meanwhile, the news that Rosemary and Lee were expecting their first child also broke out. While our favorite characters were in the best phase of their lives in the show, Henry Goins was arrested for sabotaging the mine. Lisa Daly wants to continue to ride high in the tide of the show's popularity and build more characters with a stronger storyline. In a statement to Deadline, she said, "When Calls the Heart continues to push the limits as to what we can achieve with this show." She added saying, "There are many more stories still to be told about the lives of the beloved characters in the series, and we cannot wait for everyone at home to tune in to see what unfolds." And these are exactly the same thoughts that we share. We have several stories to share with you guys, and you can join us in unfolding each of them by just giving us a like, share, and subscribing to our channel. Your love and support means the world to us, and we thank you for sticking with us through everything. Meanwhile, while several fans speculate that Hallmark will be back with The Good Witch in 2023, we sadly have to wait and watch as the network has not confirmed any of those reports. Which show are you looking forward to for 2023? Let us know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. Until next time.